Hip, 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 hooray! Happy New Year 2024. It's your boys, Intoxicating Sports. I'm your man, B-Team Brady Simpson. To my right, little switch up. We got Josias Crusetta. To the left of me, Hunter Prodzinski. He's back finally. It's been a couple weeks since we've seen this man. And this week, unfortunately, we're missing Adam Bowman.
If you guys want to join an outdoor volleyball league in the winter, just hit up Adam Bowman. They play out in the field.
I thought that was pretty funny when I read that finally during the day. So what's up? We're fucking back. It's 2024. We got a nice slate for you guys. Start off with some headlines here. We got a couple questions to throw out. We're talking NFL. It's week 18 in the NFL, so playoffs are near. And
Deer.
gonna be rolling, we're gonna be scrolling, we're gonna be bowling, you know what I mean?
Whoa. All of those?
Yeah.
This guy's going
Feel
crazy
feel me? So, hit you with some headlines to start here. I don't know if you guys saw the Jets cut Dalvin Cook because they said, hey, man, you can go and join a contender if you want. So, whatever. That's interesting. Bigger news. I don't know if you guys remember the game from Saturday night. We're drinking a little bit, playing poker. The NFL came out and said, hey, man, you got to clearly report as eligible. And this comes after the botched call by the refs in the game, Lions versus the Cowboys, where offensive lineman Taylor Decker tried to go and report as eligible during a crucial two-point conversion play. And on a play that they did get, and then the refs threw the flag.
Questionable.
And we didn't even realize when it happened. Like,
I didn't.
we were like, you know, did he report, blah, blah, blah. And then we saw all that shit after the game.
That was crazy.
It was like, damn, dude. I mean, watching two dudes go up to him, and I think they brought two dudes up to the ref because one of them tried to, you know, they're just trying to throw Dallas off, like which one's actually reporting. And we see immediately, like, the ref starts to run away. And then he just, like, I guess, guesses on who reported. And then that's how it gets screwed up. But it's another, I mean, it seems like we've been talking about how bad the refs are all year in the NFL.
That was a bad one.
For sure.
I think Hunter said it. Well, eventually these refs seem to be held accountable. And we are just how everybody else in the NFL gets fined, owners, anybody. Like, anybody you can think of in the NFL can be fined. Why can't the refs just get fatter fines for not fatter fines, but some type of penalty? I feel like.
Does anybody know how much refs make?
I can Google it right now.
Yeah, maybe like the average ref. I don't even know. Like, I mean, I would say six figures is my guess at least.
For sure. You come on now.
$500K on average? I don't know. I'm just making it. I don't.
250.
Average salary $205.
205.
Yeah,
Okay.
Very nice.
I wouldn't say like they're getting $70,000 fines, or maybe they get penalized by like you don't get the ref the next game. That'll lose them a paycheck. So like, I mean, whatever it may be, but something to where like if you miss this,
You have to
under 2 minutes or something, or like under 2 minute calls. If you are clearly in the wrong, you are going to be penalized the game, or like you can't ref the Super Bowl. Like,
You have to be tackled by Ray Lewis in his prime.
Retired Ray Lewis.
How about like they just hire some independent firm that like at the end of every week just looks at the plays, looks at all the calls, rates each ref and of some like missed call percentage or something, and just publishes that list every week. So you have your list of like, I don't know, 150 refs. And the bottom ones don't get to play the next week. The top ones get to play the playoff games, get paid more. And that way there's just some at least transparency to it.
That would be something. And then what if you're like a team looking at the games, you're like, fuck, I got Bob Smith, who's missing calls left and right. This game's going to be shit.
Shit, yeah. Like, or Bob Smith goes fucking do refs.
I don't mind that idea,
That's
though.
at least some accountability.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Like ranking, you guys. There's a system of ranking. You guys are like, we've seen you miss many calls specifically, and you can't be here. I like that. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Then some of those refs are gonna start getting paid more. That'd be cool.
And why not?
Yeah, why not?
The NFL can afford it.
Absolutely.
You're earning your pay. Okay. Let's go. So the Jags, I know last week you just touched on Trevor Lawrence was out. He might be back this week. They're also maybe getting back Christian Kirk. You have to stay tuned for that one. But they're in a win and in game for the AFC South title. Over the weekend in college football, the Washington Huskies outlasted Texas in their semifinal game. And then, unfortunately, Michigan beat Alabama in overtime. So, Monday night, Washington will play Michigan. And just say, fuck Michigan. Let's go Huskies. Big Huskies guy.
Fuck Michigan.
Real quick, because I didn't do it last pod. My sister, shout out Sam, got us this LED.
Oh, let's go, Sam. I didn't know Sam gave you that.
Yeah.
Or not gave
Light.
you. Santa Claus gave
Gifted
him
it.
that.
Yeah. So, super dope. Got it right here.
Live on air.
It's pretty dope. So, thanks, Sam.
Santa Claus.
Oh, and shout out Josias for the shirts.
Oh,
if you can
shit. I was going to wear mine.
see this, I got mine
I
on
get
today.
cold,
It's an
though.
Intoxicating Sports
Might
t-shirt.
put it over that
It's
hoodie.
got dudes drinking on the back.
Huge.
So, it's pretty dope. Shout out Zias for the gift.
Hell yeah.
If you guys are interested in shirts, DM the pod. We'd love to sell you them.
Ooh.
You are going to get some
We might be able
DMs,
to
though.
do some,
And then
yeah.
we're going to have to really
And
act
what?
on this.
Hold on.
I mean, it's
Maybe-
gonna. I would
Well,
love to get some income and give you guys some money for.
No.
fun.
It's not for you. This would be for pod thing. If
Yeah,
we're
that's what
selling
I'm
pod
saying.
merchandise.
I just said I'm trying to give you guys some income
Yeah, I
to
feel
go
you.
do something with.
We'll have an official drive at some point. Maybe this off season.
Maybe this New Year, next week. I'm just joking. Sorry.
Okay. And then this last one right here, last headline, it just says the Vikings looked really good Sunday night.
If
So is that a joke? Yeah, Duncan,
I'm
come
out
on.
here
Duncan,
sick,
come on.
trying to power through.
there's a battle
to do
of the
this
North.
podcast, and this is how you treat me.
Duncan wrote it down. I don't know why he always does that shit.
Finally back after 2
Fuck.
weeks.
The battle of which state has the most lakes.
What?
Do you know that Wisconsin claims they have more lakes?
You
But
said
it's-
that before.
Yeah,
but it's
okay. Yeah.
It's because they count every fucking puddle, and Minnesota actually has like a standard for how big it has to be to count as a lake. Otherwise, Minnesota would have more lakes.
If you have a big penis and you need to take a pee, go to Wisconsin. You could become a lake.
Every state in the U.S., Minnesota's top dog.
If you count it correctly.
Okay, correctly. All right.
It's the land of 10,000 lakes.
Hey,
It's on our license plates.
So could Hawaii
Or it
count
was
the
at one
Pacific Ocean?
As one lake, yeah, sure.
But
I never knew this was like an actual fact. I always thought we were just like joking about this, and you'd bring it up, but
No, they're in the land of 10,000 lakes. I mean,
let's fucking go.
yeah.
But if you Google it and you start looking through a little other stuff, people are like, "There's like 11,000 lakes." Honestly, I don't know where they got 10,000 from. And I think it was just because they were like, "I think 10,000 is a better number, and it sounds better."
Okay, Alaska officially has the most, but it's because they're like half the
Cold,
U.S.
icy, fucking.
Well, they
Who
just
the
have
fuck
so
wants
much
to go to-
land.
Alaska's pretty. I
They
mean,
have so much land.
Bev, shout out Ryan Beveridge, in the Air Force. He has a house out in Alaska, and he sends us Snapchats of the sky, and it's pretty fucking dope.
Those look pretty sweet, man. The
Yeah.
Northern Lights.
Northern
They look
Lights,
so
sure.
cool.
and like just like the wilderness out there is crazy. Like it's like I feel like a whole different country, but it's just a different state, all up north.
Aurora Borealis.
All right, let's get it popping, boys.
Like corn.
I'm going to start this off with, last week you did some burning questions. Week before that we did some, I think it was the B team trivia. This week we're going to go with a goal you have for 2024. It can be anything.
I could top it off. I could start it off. Sorry. Top
You
it.
know, we had a question podcast last year around this time, and this was one of the questions.
It was.
So it'd be nice to go back and see what our goals were and see how we did.
Ah, damn. Yeah, I guess we can personally do that ourselves, but
I remember Bowman's was to buy a house.
did it?
Really?
He did complete that one.
Wow.
So, yeah. He's good on that one. I don't know if I gave a straight answer on mine. Mine was like about the pod.
Oh,
But I don't
think I do
remember.
remember one. I mean, I want to be sure about it, so I don't want to say it.
For some reason, I think I gave two. Like one was like keep winning at sports betting, which I definitely did. So I'll take.
I was
going to
say, if
Yeah,
that's
for
one of
sure.
them, you fucking did that.
I was just gone from the pod because I was in Bahamas for free nights because I bet so much on Caesars. So that was cool.
For real, yeah.
That's pretty dope.
But the other one, I believe, was break 80 in golf, and I did not do that. So I'm going to say that's my one for
shit.
this year. Get a 79 or lower.
Okay.
I think last year I did say I want to find a career that I feel like I can work at for like the rest of my life.
I do think I remember you saying that, yeah.
Did I say that? I was gonna say I thought I said that.
I think
and
you did.
It took 9 months of the year, but
So you're gonna sell
But you
stuff
got it,
for
right?
Medicaid still?
what'd you say?
Medicaid? Is that what you want to continue to do?
No, absolutely not. What the fuck? I'm going to be a mailman the rest of my fucking life, 100%.
Rest of his life, lock it in.
Call him mailman. He always delivers.
I should have got that Slim Shady skin because they call me Eminem.
Fuck yeah.
The mailman.
But I was gonna say my goal for this year is I was starting to eat healthier, like this whole past month in December, until like holidays would come around and I would go crazy.
Holidays tough.
Yeah, it's realistic. I mean, you're going
And
to
then
break it.
that's what I was gonna say. Like I feel like those two patches of like basically a week, because you take leftovers and like we have a lot of family stuff too, like birthdays, and I feel like Christmas to my birthday, I just have so much food in my fridge from events, and like my mom made me a whole like flan, if you know what that is.
Hell
And
yeah, I
then
do.
My sister got me a cake. It was a whole like I got a whole half of a cake, and then like a bunch of food. It's just so much stuff, right? And like I just eat a lot, and I want to just continue the healthy track I was on, which I am doing the things I want to do every day, like eating my greens, and because I hate vegetables, so I have to eat scoops of greens.
You just like just toss it back real quick.
No, I put them in a fruit smoothie every morning.
Nice.
Fruit smoothie, like
I did
just
that this morning.
how I would make margaritas in the Ninja for you guys. Basically, a healthier way though.
Hell yeah.
So it's like a fruit and vegetable smoothie.
So I actually put spinach in it as well.
Oh, damn.
So because the greens are just like they tell you what's in them, and if you want more, like, well, spinach is just good for men in general, and good for your gut. So I put it in there. But yeah, I also have been. If I told you guys before, I used to do the cold plunges every day, but bro, when it hasn't been as cold as like recently, like a week ago or like maybe 2 weeks ago, and like I said, like just the water in my shower is cold enough. Like putting it in cold, it was even colder. Like it was noticeably like I was like, whoa, this is like I was in there for like the first 30 seconds and had to take a step back, and I hadn't done that in forever. And then like I was like, oh my god, you're so cold. So I don't do the cold plunges every day, but I'm going to invest into a tub, which is like a standing tub, I guess. And it's basically I have to get a good size. They're kind of expensive, but I saw a lot of people have makeshift ones, and I might make myself like a cold plunge tub. But that's just keeping my healthy track and keep
like
getting
that.
my weight down.
That's sick. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was just like, where if I did something like that, where could I put this? And ever since you said that you're doing like the cold showers, I was like, yeah, I'll try that. It is harder like now that it's cold as shit outside.
Bro,
You're just like, dude, like
that water is
I don't want to
crazy.
get in the cold shower while my house is kind of cold and it's cold as shit outside.
Like I'm looking for the warmth. When I get out my bed too, like I don't know what it is, but my house, the insulation in our bedroom is the worst. It's just our bedroom. And then the whole rest of the house, like I'll step out onto the hallway and I'll just feel a different, like we leave the door open all night and I'm like, it's still fucking cold in here. And I don't know, I just step out of my fucking bed and the ceiling fans when it's freezing, step out into the warm hallway and then take a cold shower is kind of tough sometimes. But the green smoothies get it going though. Had to replace coffee with green smoothies.
That's good. I'll fuck with that. All right, you guys want to hear my goal for 2024?
Hit me.
This is it's just an out there goal, okay?
Are you saying it's like left field? Or are you saying it's like
Well, I guess it's kind of left field, but it's also like,
Cool.
how are you going to attain
Good
this?
for you, man.
How are you going to attain this, Brady?
that's good, man. That's a fuck.
Okay,
Are you
ready?
saying it's unobtainable?
Well, that's the point of goals, right? You got to set it so your bar so high,
I
right?
believe in what elementary school they told you about SMART goals.
Damn, I was about to say.
But what
Yeah.
I was gonna say is the R is for realistic. So
Realistic,
is it
yeah.
realistic?
So,
That's the
okay. The goal for 2024 is to try and not black out.
well, everybody.
That is my goal.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna make sure. I'm sorry. If there's another goal,
I knew you guys don't like that one.
if there's a goal, I would have just set another goal for myself to get Brady to black.
So I love to drink. We are Intoxicating Sports. It's just what we do. When we go out, just fucking love drinking.
That's actually a cool goal.
I tend to get a little carried away. So I'm going to try my best to realize when I'm carried away, realize that point, have a water, take a step back. Like browning out, that's fine, maybe miss one thing here or there. You might say something the next day, remind me of something. I'll be like, oh, yeah, okay, I remember that. I'm going to try to eliminate the blacking out. So
How do you define blacking out versus browning out?
I was just gonna ask that too. Oh, Hunter, we're on the same wavelength.
Perfect.
it's a hard thing to define, but browning out, I would.
If you would have said that any time
as
before this, I would have been thinking about something completely different.
I would say if it's something that I can be like reminded of and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember doing that. Like, because sometimes you guys ask me like just this past weekend, you guys were like, show me those pictures that we took, and I was like, don't fucking remember that at all. Like, I can't remember me doing that.
What picture?
It's like I wasn't even there.
The photo booth.
Oh.
So technically, you've already blacked out this year.
Okay, well, it's starting now. This pod is the first pod.
Oh my God.
The pod is the first pod of the new year.
You actually started the year blacked out.
No, you started the year blacked out. So how he can't? That's a great. Hey, you know what?
First pod of the year. All right. So we're
That's
starting
hilarious.
now.
That's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, dude. I don't even.
No,
Dude,
that I was down bad too. To be fair, we got all inclusive drinks for the entire night. How are we not supposed to take advantage of that?
I know. Like, and
I
I.
paid $100 to drink from 8 p.m. to 2 in the morning.
Oh,
Folks.
I mean, we were there till 6.
Folks, till 6 in the morning, folks. That is out. Free shots, free everything.
Shots, free
Like
drinks, appetizers.
there was free food too. There was No, there weren't strip. It's crazy. When they told me that, I was like, wow, that's actually really cool.
That was fun though.
But I had a great time.
Hey,
with my
R.I.P.
family.
Harrison's. They're done after this.
Yeah,
week.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I was gonna say wasn't it
It's been
after
a good run.
New
I
Year's?
I think Friday or Saturday is their last day.
I'd go.
Yeah.
If it's
No,
open and
no.
we're invited, yeah, I'll for sure
We're
go.
invited. I think they'd let us in.
They might have another party. I'm not sure. I can look into it. I think I'm going to a Wild game Saturday though, so we
A
see.
Wild game?
Yeah, they play Blue Jackets.
Willie.
Willie. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Willie?
Oh, Willie.
I was gonna say why. I don't know.
All right. Well, here's my goal. I know you guys, all your listeners are probably like, Brady, shut the fuck up. But I'm really gonna try here.
Honestly,
far
Brady,
you
that's
get.
a cool goal. That's a cool goal.
Thanks, man. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna get drunk and like have much fun, do some stupid shit. I don't want to go over the edge. Is what I'm saying. Try and remember everything.
It's kind of weird when you see like a picture that you have no idea you took,
Yeah,
or something
for
like
sure.
just you hear of a story that you're like, I did that. Are
Yeah.
you sure?
Yeah.
You do have a propensity to black out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's kind of like not my thing, but like it's just frequent.
You are
with
pretty
me.
good at it.
You're
I
good
don't
at it,
know.
though. Brady has I feel you, Mr. Krabs.
All right, what else we got?
So let's move on to some football. I've seen a couple people talk about this topic in the NFL, and I want to get you guys' thoughts on it because the favorite to win comeback player of the year this year is Damar Hamlin.
My mom told me if I have nothing nice to say, not to say anything at all. So I'll let
yeah,
you two
okay.
take this. I'll let you two take this.
Since when do you fucking listen to that?
Yeah, seriously. You say not nice things all the time.
You should have heard what I said to this guy at work. Oh my god.
About this topic?
No. He.
Oh, okay. This could be just out of the...
No. He made me very upset. So you could imagine what I said to him. And I'm like very sober at work. It's like 7 a.m. and yeah. So, Damar Hamlin?
So, yeah. Damar Hamlin? What odds you looking at? I had FanDuel's from this morning.
Yeah, minus 280 Damar Hamlin,
yeah.
plus 200 Flacco. No one else is gonna win it.
Right.
I don't can't take anything away from Hamlin. Pretty unprecedented for someone to die on the field and get resuscitated. It actually has happened before, but not like that. And it's cool he was back. He's been on the roster all season, but he hasn't played.
Yeah, right.
And
He has. I'm sorry. What?
he has maybe. I don't. Brady, has he got in for a few plays?
I think one
He
of those
doesn't play.
One of those
the
games at the
fuck?
beginning of the year, he
fuck is
got
going
in
on?
for a little.
Yeah,
But
he
he's
doesn't
been like
play.
inactive or doesn't play every single game.
He's actually taken up an active roster spot out of someone they could use more
Damn.
for sure. It's
Imagine
all
that. Imagine
for
that
show.
young ass dude who got out of college, went to fucking Wyoming. He's a fucking great football player. They probably could use him. Maybe someone got hurt. But they have
Shout
to
out to
keep-
Wyoming there. I like
Keep Damar Hamlin
if we're just
instead.
being for real,
Yeah.
you don't. Okay, what did he really do? I mean, he died, but he was resuscitated, and then after that, there's not rehab like Alex Smith who blew out his entire leg.
Mhm.
He kind of just lives from there on.
Yo, did Alex Smith get comeback player of the year?
Yeah, it's
Think
actually.
so,
Okay,
yeah.
I was gonna say, bro, that I remember all
I
of
hit
that.
66-1. I bet at the beginning of the year. That's one of my favorite bets I've ever hit.
Wow.
But yeah, he at least had to do rehab and go crazy and do all this work to come back and then play. Hamlin kind of just got resuscitated, and then I'm sure he had some sort of rehab, but it's not even breaking your leg probably. You kind of are just alive, and then he comes back and then doesn't play. So I'm Team Flacco on this one.
I'm Team Flacco on this one too. And if he gets comeback player of the year,
Come black player? of the year?
come black player of the
No,
year.
that would be Hamlin.
Oh yes. Then Bronny James gets comeback player of the year for being in college, because he died and came back.
I mean,
I don't think it was
yeah.
quite the same.
Well, kind of close, but
Cardiac arrest. That's all I heard.
yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna say I agree with you both. It's such a cool story, but come on,
It was a cool story last 2 months ago.
Flacco deserves it.
Flacco's
And
in his
if that
80s.
sounds bad to some people, I'm sorry, but Flacco deserves that award.
Have you seen that spiral Flacco throws? Come on now. Dude could be a NASCAR driver. Look at that face.
Okay, let's go. So it's week 18 in the NFL, and there's been plenty of teams who have locked up their seed, locked up their division. How do you guys feel about teams resting their players? I think it has an effect on them the following week after they do that. What are you guys' thoughts?
I think that it's smart. It's smart. Like,
Nice.
there's no reason for you to put any of your stars in danger if you can just go put your second team out there and still go get the same position that you're supposed to be in the playoffs, and there's no implications to what happens to you in the playoffs. Regular season games matter, and if that last one doesn't, why the hell would you ever risk your stars for you to end up not having them for a Super Bowl?
Well,
Unless you're going for a record. Unless it's like a historical year for you.
that is the stupidest reason to do it. Who cares?
The record reason.
Yeah, fuck
What do
that.
you mean, who cares?
No, the argument for it is that you don't. For 18 weeks in the playoffs, you maybe get one bye in there. Otherwise, your whole rhythm is playing every week. And the argument against it is you don't want to get rusty and go from playing every week for 3 months straight and then randomly sit while everyone else stays warm and doing that shit. Yeah, the argument for no injuries is definitely a valid one, and I'm not saying it's not the right one. But there is definitely something to say for keeping up with the rhythm and staying warm and just that whole, like, I think there's more to, like, a weekly routine or rhythm than people think. And I think that's why, like, Thursday and Monday games are a bit different than when you just a normal, like, Sunday afternoon game. And you'll see it with, like, unders and Thursday games and shit. I think there's a lot more to that rhythm. And I guess not that I feel like strongly probably one way or the other, but last year the Vikings were in this situation, played their starters for the first half, sat the second half. That's probably what I would prefer. You still get there, you still get to warm up, play, but you cut your injury risk in half or something.
I was going to say maybe not the full game, but you still suit up and you're out there and you play like the first quarter and it's like almost like a preseason game.
Yeah, I would say there's no right answer because anything can go wrong. But I do, just maybe having you guys go through all those same practice reps, and then even if you don't play him, if I had to pick one, I would say rest him, because I think the risk of having your star player injured is, more detrimental, obviously, for the playoffs than if he were rusty. I think it's can hinder your play that following week for sure. But if it prevents him from getting hurt, then I gotta take that side, even though I don't like what the outcome could be 2 weeks from now or 1 week from now, whenever they play again.
So I would say, like, maybe sit your most valuable player or two if you have okay, so the Ravens don't have to do anything this week, right? They're locked in.
They are locked.
Lamar Jackson should probably sit.
Yeah.
Everyone else can play a half. All the other starters. I don't think there's anyone else on that team that's, like, far and away just worth so much to that team.
Okay, but that's what I mean.
Other than the NFL MVP.
For the 49ers, Christian McCaffrey could sit out for the entire game, and everybody.
He will, because he's actually hurt too, so he needs this.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one too. If they're
last week,
nursing an injury,
It is like this could go way different for each specific team and each specific player too.
for sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Who does
scenario by scenario.
How does Miami's scenario work right now?
Okay, so Miami plays Buffalo.
Yeah.
The winner of that game wins the division and gets the 2 seed.
Oh.
Just interesting.
The loser, well, Buffalo loses and they could miss the playoffs altogether.
Okay.
Miami loses. They're still in the playoffs. Their seed just changes.
Okay. So.
And
Would the Bills actually be the 2 seed if they won?
they would, yeah.
Wow, what a late season push they had. Recovered very well.
But if they don't win, they're out of the playoffs?
Yeah,
They
exactly. So look at how this
That's
switches. Like
outrageous.
Buffalo wins, they're the 2 seed. If they lose and the Steelers win and the Jags win, then they're out.
It is ridiculous.
The shit changes. It's kind of crazy.
Well, hold on. If oh wow, yeah, because Cleveland has a better record, but Baltimore blocked them out. So Cleveland has to get a wild card, even though they can be 12-5. So Buffalo can get the 2 seed.
Yeah, Cleveland's locked where they are at 5. They're basically they're gonna play whoever the AFC South winner is.
Wow.
If Jags win that game, then they'll be it. If Jags lose, then it's either Houston or the Colts
What a difference.
because they play each other.
Wonder if that's ever happened. You can go 2-seeder out, depending on your game.
I was.
And Bills are 3-point
how-
favorites.
How likely is that? Like, that. I've never
I don't
fucking.
know.
Not that likely.
Yeah. I was going to say, what the fuck? That's so fucking odd when you said that. But yeah, that sucks for them. But I hope the Bills win because I would love to see them in the playoffs over. Who
Sure.
would be over the Bills in the playoffs?
The Steelers could be. Imagine how
Yeah,
awful it would
so
be to have the Steelers in
If the
instead of
Steelers
Bills.
lost,
Annoying.
if the Steelers lost, Bills are in. Bills would just be 7 seed.
The Bills defense isn't. I mean, man.
The Bills just really need the Steelers to lose.
I hope Tyreek has a 200-plus yard game, though. That'd be cool for him to get 2,000.
Yeah, I'm
Or
definitely
the Jags to
cheering
lose.
against the Steelers.
Yeah,
That's like
Wow,
the
we did it
least-
for you next week.
I
last week.
know, and
I'm
you know,
cheering for the Bills to
appreciate
win.
it for a minute, but
Tyreek Hill to get over 230 yards, so he can get 2,000 yards, and then which won't happen, but
it
you
could.
never know. But and the Steelers not to make the playoffs.
So we can slide this into then the AFC side real quick. And so Ravens have the number 1 seed. What's the one team you think can challenge them for the AFC Championship?
Are you saying like in the
Anyone,
AFC, in the AFC
anyone
championship?
besides the Ravens to win the AFC, who would you pick? Who can beat them?
I kind of looked at it the other way. Like, both the 1 seeds are
I was going
going to be way ahead favored.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of just teams that have a chance
to upset them.
to
before
like.
that.
Yeah, there's only going to be a couple teams that can make the Super Bowl on either side. I think there's 3 teams that could upset the Ravens and make the Super Bowl on the AFC. And I think there's 2 teams that could do it in the NFC. You could probably guess what the 3 are, but Miami, Kansas City, and Buffalo, I can see them all finding a way to upset the Ravens.
Buffalo.
Yep.
That's so funny because
No one else,
they could
though.
just miss
Sorry,
and not
just
even
miss,
make it.
yeah.
You know?
And,
I don't see the Browns getting past all those teams.
I agree with that because there's a difference in playing playoff football. Like, the coaches pull out their bag of tricks, what they've been working, their schemes
Pulls
all
out.
year. Like, defenses are like, this is what the fuck we're doing. We know what the fuck we're doing now. And, like, there's some plays that you haven't even seen all year that you're just like, oh, shit. And, like, I can't wait to watch the Chiefs in the red zone in the playoffs right now because people are, like, so in doubt. I was, too. I was actually one of those people. And then started thinking, like, who the fuck – Patrick Mahomes is out of this world good at this game.
Has he been though?
Has he been? But I mean, I mean, like, there's 4 interceptions this year off it that could be just taken off his plate from straight drops.
Yeah, dudes,
and they're just blatantly.
You could talk
like,
about
not
their
his
drops
fault.
every week. Actually, like every single week, there's more.
They have maybe the worst wide receiver core in the NFL.
So I heard they had a 9% increase in drops, or a 10% increase in drops, and that's the most ever in the NFL this year. Like this ever, like in
Most
the
ever this year.
No, most ever in the NFL history.
Gotcha.
Like
10%.
Like it's not. It was like 9 to 10% because it was like in between, but they can't give you those decimals.
They could.
No, I was listening to Talking Giants, and that's what he said. He was like, that's what he said. So I was like, either way, yeah. That's
My man loves Talking Giants. Brings it up
No
almost
kidding,
every
bro.
pod. Let's go. Shout out Talking Giants. They obviously don't only talk Giants then.
They talk a lot of. They talk
okay.
a little bit of.
No, they are Giants. And they talk.
They're
They're fucking
huge.
huge, bro.
Well, they talk a little football too. They talk a little ball, little college ball, a little cover everything in the NFL. Then they go deep into the Giants. But like,
Gotcha.
yeah, that's why I fucking have been looking into my fucking defensive coordinator because he's good, but like him and fucking Dave are like just every week there's something but like
We're not getting into Giants talk.
all right, sorry.
There's no way.
They're just fucking
Week 18 Giants
They
talk.
suck. They
There's
suck.
no
Yeah,
Next
you're
up on
right.
the pod.
They suck. They're not good. I know, but yeah.
All right, I'm going to tell you, because I looked at it a little different than you, Hunter, is the matchups and who can beat the Ravens.
Yep.
So I looked at it, and I was trying to go through the scenarios on who would play who. I think the most likely scenarios put so Jags win their game. They're the 4 seed. I'm having the Miami Dolphins beat the Bills.
That's an upset.
Steelers.
This week.
Yeah. So
So the
let's
Bills
just say
do not make the playoffs.
the Steelers make it then. They're the 7 seed. Okay?
And then Miami's a 2 seed.
Yes. So right here I'm just looking at like who can the Ravens play?
Ravens get their bye.
The Browns are locked in at the 5 seed. Okay, so they're playing the 4 seed. I know all the Browns lovers think that it's no match. Flacco's got it. Okay. If the Steelers won that game against the 2 seed, they're playing the Ravens.
Bro,
Okay? I'm just talking. All right, ready?
you're talking retarded.
If they didn't, then the Browns, let's just say, win their game. They're the 5 seed. They would be probably the worst seed who goes through there.
Over the worst seed.
Who wins their
Well,
game, and
worse than
then
the
they would
Steelers.
play the Ravens.
Buffalo couldn't Buffalo be in though? Even?
They can. I'm just in my scenario I have right now. Buffalo's not in the playoffs.
Okay.
How could Buffalo beat them if they lose this game this week?
If the Steelers lose,
If the Steelers lost, but I'm saying the Steelers win. What I'm trying to say is the 2 teams who have the best chance of beating the Ravens are the Steelers and the Browns.
dude,
And I think because the
No.
Ravens blow everyone else out of the water, okay? The Steelers and the Browns can beat them. They both did this year.
I mean, bro.
It's that AFC North football. It's that tough
there's no way.
defense football. The Steelers held the Ravens to 10 points this year. That's the lowest they've scored all year.
We should go through all of 2023 and see what all of Brady's takes about the Steelers.
Okay, I'm just
Because
saying
because some of them are a
if
little.
somehow because I don't feel good about the Chiefs at all. I know their defense is like kind of good.
Bro, so how you gonna act like? Okay, so I'm sorry.
But-
So you just said their defense is good. They've been above average, so they haven't been like number 1 or 2 all year. They've been like top 10 all fucking year.
Okay, so let
And-
me.
They've been top of the whole entire NFL, the whole entire year. This going into the playoffs, do you think that they're gonna take a step back and like? I think that they're gonna take a step forward and be and their offense might.
Well,
we might see
okay.
some things that we haven't seen before, and maybe the Chiefs are defense wins you championships.
I'm okay, and let me make it clear. I don't think the Browns or the Steelers are going to win the AFC. I'm just saying that they have the best chance of beating the Ravens. And this combats with the Ravens will have not played a game in like 20-some days. Okay?
20-some days.
Or, well, sorry. Lamar Jackson will not play a
they
game in like
kinda have
20-some
2
days.
weeks off. So that's the
So
real
their
question.
first game back is going to be a division rival, potentially the Steelers, potentially the Browns. I'm just saying if that were to happen, I could see them losing that game against either of those teams. And then if they get past that team, they get past that first game, regardless who they play, then they've got that week, though, and then they're like rolling again, and they're not rusty anymore. And then I see them going on to the AFC Championship. But if they can get past that first week.
I see what you're saying, where if that 2-week lull, and then they come right back to play a very good defense.
Yeah.
If they don't get out to a good start. I will say there's no way if the Steelers, I don't see it. But the Browns, with that defense, maybe. Because your whole like divisional opponent thing still applies to the Browns, but they're a much better team than the Steelers.
Oh, okay.
So if they get there, they would
What
match up with them.
What you been smoking? You been smoking?
Well, they're not that much better than the Steelers.
yes, they fucking are,
They
bro.
went 1-1 against each other.
You
Okay,
are
it's not
starting-
like they beat us twice this year.
You are starting a CFL
We are looking
QB
better right now.
bro. You're basically like.
Okay.
I'm sorry, bro. Let's just keep moving. Let's keep
Yeah, we
moving.
won't argue that Steelers versus Browns. We can move past that.
Steelers point differential is -27 this year.
Yeah, I think we'd if we made it, we're the worst AFC team to be in point differential.
Ever.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
guess
that's bad.
No, the Colts can't drop worse and still make it. So yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Mason Crosby calling fucking Gardner Minshew, little boy.
Oh, Max Crosby.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mason, I
so-
said Mason Crosby because Mason Crosby missed a fucking field goal for the Giants. I wish he would die.
more Giants talk. This kid's crazy,
sorry.
dude. No,
I'm sorry.
Stop.
I'm sorry. Either way, Max Crosby fucking kept calling fucking Gardner Minshew little boy, and like Gardner
I
Minshew
did
went
see
to
that.
the sideline was like, "Bro, Max is so mad, bro. He keeps calling me little boy." Oh shit.
Okay, we can move on from the AFC though.
Thank God.
I knew you guys were gonna love that too.
I mean, yeah, you're fuck. What? I was just nothing.
All right, NFC now.
So
The 49ers already have that number 1 seed locked, so they'll get the bye week. Do you guys see anyone who can challenge them?
yes.
Vikings.
The Vikings.
Vikings aren't eliminated yet. I don't know if you even know that.
And the Vikings do
I-
have a good defense.
I did see
They could get in at 8-9.
I like the Vikings defense. Not gonna lie,
They're not going in.
they need like
but they ain't getting there. Not after this
there's
past
2
week.
scenarios. They need 3 different teams to lose in each scenario. I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's and to win
Yeah.
against the Lions in Detroit. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
The Eagles are.
I guess I have 2 teams that could do it,
Cowboys
but
and the
I want to
Eagles.
hear you guys' takes first.
I wanted to say Cowboys or the Eagles.
I think it's gonna be a shared answer. It's
The rest of the teams, I'm just like, no way, absolutely no way.
the tough
Absolutely
thing
no way.
is
Absolutely no way.
like Cowboys. They play like ass some fucking times, and they should have lost that game if it wasn't
yeah.
for that blown call.
Bro.
And they've lost almost as much as the Eagles have in their past month, I think. The Eagles have also been blowing dicks. Just lost to the Cardinals most recently. But if I had to pick one contender, it's going to be the Eagles.
Yeah, the Cowboys defense and offense, it's like, I don't know, some games you'll just watch and be like, wow, they're firing on all cylinders. But then you'll realize who they're playing, and you're like, man.
I think it's if the Eagles, they'll play, let's just say it stays where it is. The Eagles be the 5 seed, and then they have the easier matchup against whoever wins the NFC South, right? Right now, it's the Buccaneers that are in that position. Whoever wins that, they can win that game for easily. So let's just say they get by that. Then if everything works out, like a higher seeds win and everything, they might take on San Fran coming off San Fran's bye week. So San Fran's first game back. I don't know if Christian McCaffrey's not as healthy as he should be,
Or Brock
and they're a
Purdy
little
shits the
rusty,
bed.
then that's same scenario that I was talking about with the Ravens. Philly could get them in that divisional round if it were to work out that way. They also got a lot of beef, talking shit for the past 2 years, so that'd be a heated game. I think they could be the team that could beat San Fran.
Yeah, I think so. There has been one team in the NFL who went undefeated at home this year. You guys know who it is?
Dallas.
Sure is. And guess who just last week passed the Eagles to take the NFC East and the 2 seed and home field for guaranteed first 2 rounds in the playoffs? That'd be Dallas.
Damn.
Dallas plays the Commanders this week and are 13-point favorites. As long as they win,
Command who?
they get to the 2 seed, and we'll get to continue that streak until at worst until the NFC Championship game in San Fran. So that is, as much as I don't love the Cowboys, this is the best Cowboys team I remember, at least with Dak. They're pretty fucking good.
CD's pretty fucking good.
CD's
He's great.
incredible.
I think he's got his way up into the top 5 now for sure.
I think if you're any decent quarterback that can throw the ball past 20 yards, if you have any of the top 8 wide receivers right now, those motherfuckers get open no matter what, bro. If you fucking watch them, there's so many plays that they're just like, you can't fucking cover me, bro. Like this dude in front of me, I'm about to cook
bro.
his ass, bro. Like A.J. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, shit, fucking.
How'd we get off on this?
Sorry, I'm just thinking about how Dak Prescott's not good, and that any quarterback can
He's having
play.
a pretty great year.
And yeah, I mean,
he
CeeDee Lamb is
hates
pretty.
Dak Prescott.
I know.
CeeDee Lamb gets open pretty fucking nice every fucking play. That's all I gotta say. Dak Prescott's bald ass sucks, but Dak Bowman, I'm sorry.
Remember around mid-October?
That's Dak Prescott. That's Dak Prescott.
Dude, he like
Hey, Bowman, pink eye. This next pod for you, baby. Let's go.
I'm just checking that Cowboys week 1.
Oh, did you?
What?
Hunter, did you watch or listen to last pod?
40-0. Cowboys versus Giants week
Did
1.
you see the part where Josias was on your mic?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right.
That's probably good.
Same scenario, really.
I didn't put it that close. That wasn't that close
You
either.
hear that, Bowman? This was closer.
No, it wasn't. Neither of them were close. All right.
All right. Hunter, I think, was talking before all
at
that.
one point. Jesus fucking Christ!
I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
I'm so sorry.
I think the Cowboys can do it. CeeDee Lamb's having a fucking incredible year.
Yes.
I was just gonna say remember in the middle of the year we were trying to figure out comps for Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
I said CeeDee Lamb. I
Yeah.
definitely feel even better about that now. I think they are very similar dudes.
I liked that one when you said it. I couldn't even come up with one on my own, but I like that one.
Yeah. And then I think the other one, I'm not a Detroit fan. I think Eagles have a chance just because they've been here before and could do the kind of the Chiefs thing where it's possible they've looked bad in the regular season, but, are a playoff team with experience with a whole lot extra play calls. Like, those are the 2 teams that I guarantee will see some crazy play calls now once the playoffs start. Just breaking out random shit. The Eagles, especially out of their tush-push formation. They just did another one last week. If you saw that, they threw out of it. And it worked. It's pretty cool. It's going to be tough for the Eagles if they have to go on the road right away. That loss last week where they lost the division, it's going to suck for them. But there's an outside chance that they kind of pull it together, and I think they have a chance, but I think the Niners are almost guaranteed Super Bowl.
Have you guys remembered any other teams that are like the Niners, like in the history of football?
Yeah, the Niners the last 5 years, they're all the same team. Hard-nosed fucking defense, runs the ball,
I don't know.
has a system, and now they just have
I mean,
Ayuk,
like,
who finally developed, so now they have a number one wideout to go with everything else.
Yeah,
And they're healthy. They
mean,
are
like,
they're finally healthy. They haven't been like fully healthy the last couple years, and yeah, they're about as good as it gets.
they're fucking amazing. I don't think there's been any like amazing teams. I really want to say like that Ravens team with fucking Ray Lewis on it and Flacco was really good, but they didn't win as many games. They didn't look that.
They won that against San Fran, right? Their Super Bowl?
Yes.
Ravens versus San
That
Fran.
was Harbaugh.
Yeah. I almost feel that way against the Ravens too. Like I almost want to stick them in like automatically, like you want to do San Fran. They just look so good, man.
I just think there's too many teams and more teams in the AFC that can beat them. With Chiefs, Bills just having the experience, and Dolphins looking explosive as fuck. So who knows? And then Browns is a wild card. Honestly, I think AFC has like I think the Browns. I would take the Browns over the Lions. That's like the 5th team in the AFC versus the 3rd maybe in the NFC.
Browns are sitting Flacco this weekend so they can get some sleep.
Good call. He looks sleepy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we got to do next week is recap our season-long picks because we have to tally that up.
It's weird. It really got shook up in the last week.
Mm-hmm.
What did we do? $50 on that?
Yep, same as last year.
Yeah, so you kept it the same as last year.
You
it was $50
don't. You don't have to
and
do
two
it now or
beer
anything. We should wait.
It'll depend.
But I
we-
think I might be last
Can we
or
add,
third or second.
Can we
last.
add a beer bong like two? You have to beer bong 2 beers.
No.
I feel like bonging a beer is easy.
Okay, then do one. You can do one, sure.
No, not me. I mean, like the loser has to bong 2 beers.
Yeah, but you
I
can
haven't
just
even
add
looked.
things
You just said it.
to
you
the
just
bet
said
that
it.
was made at the beginning of the year.
I guess.
I'll make a new
I
bet
feel like
with
that's
you.
not money though. It's like just beer.
If it's just
I'm sorry,
beer,
okay. No, my
then
bad.
you should bong it.
Oh, all right.
We're like
You
98% done with this bet, and now you want to add stuff to it.
It's not even that. All right, guys. I want to add a penny to it. It has to be from 1985.
Who are you guys' picks for the Super Bowl this year?
Niners Chiefs.
Niners Chiefs.
Hold on. Are you asking him what was his picks?
At the beginning of the year.
Yeah, his picks were not that.
What? Oh,
Fucking
it was
shit.
It was Cowboys Niners, wasn't it?
No.
Okay,
Damn, I
all right,
have no
you're
idea.
done.
How would it
0
be
for 2,
Cowboys
0 for
Niners?
2.
I'm sorry.
Cowboys
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Cowboys.
I realized what he said.
My bad.
What do you think it is?
Cowboys Chiefs, was it right?
Who do you have winning?
The Chiefs.
You have Chiefs over Cowboys.
Okay. Yeah.
I had Chiefs over Seattle,
Yep.
which, yeah, I know. That's a dumb fucking pick, Brady.
That's it's gotta be the worst.
I got Eagles over Chiefs, so at least I'm in it, but Eagles
Yeah.
don't look good. Bowman as Eagles over Bengals, so he's out on
Ooh, that one's worse than mine.
Fucking go spike
yeah.
that.
Damn,
dumbass.
let's go, bummy, stupid ass.
Fucking get out the sand. Well, you gotta get out the sand, man. You on the beach. You relaxing, bro. Playing volleyball, bro.
How crazy would it be if none of our teams make playoffs? We're at the end of the pod, I think.
Oh, you mean like our favorite teams?
Yeah, our favorite teams.
To be fair,
I mean, I'm like the only chance, really.
you are. Well, yeah, I guess I technically.
Vikings have a long shot.
And if you whatever game yours is gonna be the worst game. Like whatever game your team is in.
To be fair,
We're either playing
Bowman
Kansas
and
City or
I-
Miami, so it's going to be fun.
Bowman and I
My voice
lost
is
top
correct
10
there, too.
quarterbacks mid-season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe Shiesty, man.
Giants just suck dick.
Hey, man.
Steelers play Saturday again. We love the Saturday games. But we'll take on Ravens midday. The night game, I think, is the AFC South decider, Texans and Colts, to see which one of them makes it. Whoa. I hope you guys heard that one.
I was glancing at the predictions. It's not over or anything, but Shice might have the lead. So it's very convenient that he wanted to bet another shotgun.
I didn't fucking know my shit, dude. What the fuck? God damn it. I still want to bet it. Yeah, I still want to add a fucking because I got a beer bong for the pod and I haven't brought it yet, but I should have showed you.
Well,
you
need to bring it next time. Remember.
I don't know why.
Does that say Intoxicating Sports too?
No, I tried to, bro, but
That'd be lit.
No, but they wanted to put I wanted it to be. You see how your shirt doesn't have like it's like in the shirt. You know what I mean? Like the words. That's what I wanted the plastic to have, not like the letters could scrape off. Because eventually they fucking would. Like, then it wouldn't say it, so then it'd be like Intoxicating Sports, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is that, bro?" And then I don't know. I just didn't want that to happen, and then they just wouldn't let it. So I was just like, I won't add $25 to this to get it customized. So I didn't do it. Just sent it through Amazon. Yeah, Amazon, fix that shit, Jeff. Fuck you doing, Jeff? Go back get off of the fucking island, Jeff. Put the little boys down, Jeff.
Jeff's got little boys?
Yeah, that was funny to me.
Any other final words there, boss?
Well, appreciate the listening again. This first pod of 2024. We're gonna come hotter than ever.
I'm not. I'm gonna come regular.
Yeah, you would, you regular ass bitch.
Regular ass bitch.
We're coming hot. So appreciate the listen. Please subscribe on YouTube. Again, shout out Sam for this dope light here. Really appreciate it. If you guys got shit you want to add to our walls, like long-time listeners, like Jake, we got the Browns jersey. We got Devin King's jersey up here.
We can start getting some
His
stuff.
His helmet
into the
right
ceiling.
there.
We could.
Yeah. So, dude, just fucking bring shit over. We can start decorating this shit
We
out.
can auction some spaces in the wall.
Appreciate the listen. Till next week.